Okay, I'm reading my journal for documentation, also to share. So, I'm reading this little guy. I think I just turned 13. And there's a part of me that wants to talk about my life now, because it's like I keep going back to here, but sometimes I can't deal with my life right now, and so it's easier to just go back here. Most of the time it's really good, and that's why I'm so blessed, because I know how to make sure it's really good. But there are still things that come up, and maybe reading the journals will help me understand the things that come up that I still have to deal with, because it's all crap. So my life is really good, and it will probably always be really good, but then like I said, there are times where things just come up and it's like, what's that? That's not even related to what's going on right now in my life, but it almost seems like it is, but it's not really. So it's like I have to get to the root of it and be like, what's this crap that I gotta look at? It's actually very normal, so don't think I'm abnormal. Anyways, let's see, June 29th. And my dog is here, which is a blessing. My ex-husband, who I just recently got a divorce from, asked me to take the dog for the weekend, because he's going away for the weekend with his new / not so new girlfriend. But really, I'm blessed because I get to see Jesse. He almost gave me a hard time with Jesse, as if he was angry about stuff and he just wasn't going to let me see Jesse. It's not the real truth behind it, but that's kind of what it felt like, and maybe there's a little truth behind it. Anyway, so that's Jessie. You might see her walking around or on my lap or something. Or making noises. Okay, 2 minutes into this. Here we go. June 29th. Well, we got out of school on the 21st. I had honor roll for the last term and final grades. Lisa's party was okay. Lisa apparently is kind of ignoring me. At least in the past few entries, so maybe she's not now. Lisa's party was okay. A few of her girlfriends came. And then July 9th to the 14th, I'm going to Casey Jones basketball camp in Tingsboro in a week. Then I'll be going to Lake Winnipesaukee the week right after. I got to basketball camp. I'm really getting worried about basketball camp. I don't know who is going to be there, and I'm worried about it. Stop worrying. Something else, I will probably end up crying. God, please let me have a real good time. And I can't really get excited about Lake Winnie yet, because basketball camp is the week right before it. Sunday, I got a spiral perm. Monday, we went to Nana's. Then we went to Lisa's house. I stayed there that night. Tuesday, we went to Auntie Fran's pool. Lisa, me, Scott, and his friend Todd. Lisa is in love with Todd. I kind of liked Scott. Just a little. At this point. Alright. We got yelled at by Mickey because Todd drove us there in his truck. We found out Todd lives up the street from me. Tuesday night, Lisa stayed over my house. Wednesday, we were supposed to babysit Sheena, but Pam called and she was sick, so she didn't need me to babysit. So Lisa and I decided to ride the bikes to her house, and we did. It took a while to get on the road because of the problem of bringing her things back. I ended up wearing all her stuff so that we could bring all her stuff back. We did make it to Lowell. I stayed over that night. You wouldn't believe such a sick, gross, disgusting mind Scott Bryan have. Very, very sick. You know, I believe it. Well, I think I'm staying over Lindsay's house tomorrow night. Gotta go. So I only want to do like 15 minutes and now we're at 5 minutes. So, Dear Diary, guess who is here right now? You guessed it, Melissa Greenwood. The one and only. She's been here since Monday because we stayed at their house last weekend. And now she's staying here this week. This is exciting for me. This is actually, even now thinking back, like the summers, getting to have my favorite cousin with me. A lot of times I would go up to Vermont, but apparently she's here at my house. I think that's what it seems like. I miss those days. She's staying here this week, and I probably will stay over their house next week. And like we had a pool. We just would relax and do girly stuff and. Alright, so I probably will stay over their house next week. Okay, Dad is having a party Saturday. What's he having a party for? My dad is having a party. He doesn't like parties. Just a get-together of like 12 couples. That's weird, my dad. We should do that more often nowadays. Could do a lot for his mood. And Melissa, Lisa, and I are supposed to watch the other kids. No way. Well, you want to know how basketball camp went? Well, alright, then. It went good. In fact, I had real fun. I was real nervous the first day, but I met this girl, Andrea. She stayed with me for a while because she knew I was nervous and didn't know anyone, but she wasn't on my team, so I didn't see her much. More of her the rest of the week. The team I was on was called the Celtics. It's true. The first day, Casey Jones gave us a lecture. Casey Jones gave us a lecture? What? Really? This morning. There was about 400 kids, all ages, no exaggeration, in the... And only one person I knew, and it was Matt Ferrante. Oh, at the Vogue. In the Vogue. And only one person I knew, and it was Matt Ferrante. When he saw me, he said, "Hi." Well, actually, what's up? But I didn't get to answer the next day. And that day on, Jerry Sighting was there. Jerry Sighting was there, and I asked him to sign. I asked him to sign my sneaker. Who's Jerry Sighting? I did make friends, and I made lots of friends, but the two I hung around with and made good friends with was Annie Sidovich and Danielle Peters. Annie was staying over Danielle's. I loved Annie. I seen her a few years ago at my dentist office, and she looked different. But when I realized it was her, then she looked like her, but I had forgotten about her. Okay, so for a few weeks, so she was staying at Danielle's for a few weeks because of camp. Annie was short, she had blonde hair, and she was pretty. She had a real good sense of humor. All she did was make everyone laugh. She was a basketball player. She was known as Sid